Cool. Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Movers and Shakers in Paarl. Today I've got someone working at Drakenstein Municipality. Her name is Lauricia van Niekerk. The reason why I asked Lauricia to chat to me, I see she's very busy on in her portfolio. The portfolio she covers is of course the sports, arts and youth. And I just wanted to find out a bit about her, a bit about the journey and how it is to work for the people in Paarl. Lauricia, thank you. I know you're really busy, but thank you.
Yes, Miles, and thank you for the invite. I was surprised to get the invite to come here, but because I follow Miles' blog, and I do like it, so
Okay, cool.
Keep up the good work.
Cool.
So where do I start?
Okay, of course, you're born in bred in Paarl, school, bit of the childhood.
Okay, I love Paarl, so I was born in Paarl. I grew up in Lantana, and when my parents got the divorce, we moved to Amsterdam. So I've been to Niekerk Primary School, and then I went to Klein Niekerk, or KN as we call it. So I was one of the matrics for the 99 before the millennium.
Right.
So yes, it was quite. That was good years, and we made some lifelong friendships, people that I do still today talk to and have. And after that I went to University of the Western Cape, where I enrolled for law. I think, Miles, you were also a law student. So we had our days there, and then I changed my degree into VA tourism. So then after university, I went to work. I did some community development at Koinonia. Worked with Eddie Williams and Dr. Alan Gluten now, and that was actually my growing years, learning about community development, the IEC processes, and that. So I have been doing some community work. I used to work at the bank and also at Niekerk Primary School.
Okay.
So I have a vast background, but I think it equipped me to what I'm doing today, to know the people and know how people react and relations and so on.
Just track back quickly, highlights of the school or the childhood, or any the most fondest memory of that period?
Highlights from my childhood is I was a granny little girly, so I was very fond of my grandparents, and they were actually, because while my mom was working, they were the primary nurturers and the caretakers. So I think that is because my grandpa was actually one that was very involved in politics at that time. It didn't strike me, but he was with the NP party, and at that time we were exposed to having conversations regarding current issues, and we stayed at the back of the house. It was for me interesting, and when I think back now to that days, they called him Opa Politik, but because he was really involved in the community and he discussed these type of things, and I think that was the first exposure to where the love for this crowd. And to my high school years, I was a very dedicated learner, but also I catch on some nonsense as well. I was in between, but I was really dedicated academically, so that was a big good thing for me, because I pushed myself to the limits, because not having everything that fellow students everything had, so you had to work twice as hard. And being when we went through that divorce phase, you actually keep something behind. You need to prove yourself and work extra hard, and that was my getaway. I used to push myself to be good academically, and also in sports. I love sports, so I've been doing sports, netball, athletics, hockey, and everything. So and I love rugby. I did play it as well sometime for Albions, a women's team, and then we took part in teams against Marty and what.
So what position did you play?
I was now a wing, so I was playing number 14,
Okay, cool.
and then one of my
Nice.
other best friends was playing number 11. But yeah, that was great days.
Okay, cool.
But interesting also because we love the game so much.
Cool. So, of course, so you have been involved in the community with Canonia from the get-go, and now you're also involved in the community from a different perspective.
Yes. Can I just maybe let you in on where did it start?
Yeah.
I eventually end up at the municipality, working as a support staff for councillors. So I was working 5 years since 2011 till 2016, and then I decided it's where the political goga bite me. So I started to work there. And then I decided this is what I want to do. I want to make a change, I want to help people, and this is where my heart is.
Nice.
So it was really a difficult decision to make because I need to leave my job and I have to concentrate on being a candidate and do the campaigns, and also if I don't succeed politically, will I have a job? And that was also some issues that I needed to clear out with my husband. At that time I have children, but yeah, I really wanted to do it, so I put my heart to it and I worked hard, and I was pregnant also at that time during the candidate show, so it was hectic, but we pulled it through. I had a great team that was working with me, and I was campaigning in Ward 25 at that time. It's the area, Lantana area, where you get Niekerk school, behind the school, and then the Riverside, part of Riverside. And then you go all the way back to the farm, starting from Asante, moving back to Buffet Olives, till you get Dal Josephat School, Augusta Kleinbos, and all of that farms, Drakmanie, that is also part of my ward. So it's a really big ward. I have a rural community, and I also have some of the people in town. But yeah, the challenges are different. But yeah, I think I'm at the happy place now, being able to serve the people, help. Not saying that I can tackle all the problems, but you can make a difference at the time.
So explain to me, what do you mean by campaigning for a position? So you apply for a position in the municipality, but then why must you campaign for the position? How does that work?
No, you apply to become a councillor at the DA. So maybe just to clarify the process. So I did the whole online candidate, because they have a process online where you need to apply and you go through a relevant test. It's like a course that you do, and then also you have to go through an interview process. So it's a whole panel of federal and ministers that interview you. So it's a whole process that you need to go through.
Okay, so you don't have to be an employee of the municipality. You can just say, I want to stand for candidate. Get the support. Okay.
So you decide. This process starts maybe a year before the elections. For us, it was local elections. National, it's different because it's more focused on provincial. So I decided I want to be a ward councillor. So then I have to apply. And then you go through this campaign, you need to now do what you want to do. You have a manifesto to uphold, and then the people need to go out and vote. And on that day, if your party gets the most votes, then you become the ward councillor. So it was really, it was a very challenging journey for me, being pregnant, because when I gave birth in May and the elections was in, August. So it's just been, it was really a growing time for me going into that, but also it proved also that I'm a very strong and dedicated person.
So, so you say when you campaign, so you actually like stand on a bakkie and say, vote for Lauricia because I can...
Yes.
Okay.
So you don't, it's not literally like that, but you do roadshows, so the DA have the certain program that they do. But you as a candidate need to get involved in the community and do, how do you call it, campaign? So you took part in different campaigns that was run nationally from the national head office, where you need to go out in your community, engage with people, trying to show them. And luckily in Drakenstein, the DA had a really good story to tell in terms of service delivery and everything.
So what's What's the most challenging part of your job? What is? Because I mean, a lot of people probably come to you with all their problems.
Yes, that is part of being a counselor. So you
Okay.
try to help them in different situations. For me, the difficult part is having to balance the ward counselor with the MACO responsibility, because you have a portfolio that you also need to have oversight and control and handle and need to manage. For me, so the hours sometimes doesn't balance, but the workload or being in this really it's just an eye opener. I get to serve people on these two sectors in my local community at home and also on the municipal level, and it's really busy. My portfolio is that kind that is so busy that it takes a lot of your time. But the sport part I really enjoy working in, because I love the sports. But also it opened up a world of arts and culture for me. I've been always loved music, but I haven't been involved in with people or the local artists in Paarl and having a platform to do that. So now we have established an arts and culture forum that we get all the stakeholders together, and then things happen. So people don't know what's happening behind the scenes or how we assist in terms of the municipality and what role we play. But we actually do that. We are the people that's the middle player in trying to get everything together so everything can work out. Yeah, and we do projects, and we have our own programs as well. In terms of the sport, proudly we have established our Drakenstein Sports Council as well. And they are actually now starting to move into that. It's been hectic trying to establish them. And it's sometimes difficult because you can't really help each coach in terms of that, and also in for planning purposes and budgetary constraints as well. Because sports usually have huge capital expenditure and projects, so it is then focused on two specific capital projects sometimes, and then the other codes doesn't get. But in terms of development and moving forward, we are planning the crawl.
I'm super excited about that.
Yes, I am also, because my father used to play for VP Gouwe team at that time, and he used to play there at the crawl, so I used to hear the stories. I wasn't grown up enough to go to the field at that time. But proud history and also preserving that for future generations, that is one of our big Catholic projects for us. Well, and we're also proud bringing it back to the community, and also heritage museum. We will have the consultation, so it's actually 3 phases. So we're starting with phase 1 now. Next financial year is phase 2, and then actually the final leg will be the museum and everything that comes.
Okay, so what's phase 1? Because I understand it was rugby field and a soccer field. What is?
Phase 1 will actually be, because it's at a sewage line, so we need to do all the civil works underneath the ground, and then we will start with the fence, and I think it will be the ticket box, I think, and maybe it will be the field, because there has been some problems with the tender process, getting the people, but we are hopeful that the field will actually be there maybe by the end of the year, but we will see, and we keep good progress on actually go and see and check up on the consultants.
Okay, but that's a super exciting project.
Yeah, no, that is, and also at Newton's and Pelican Park there will be changes. What is the other one? Pelican Park, and Paarl will also have one of the capital projects. Okay. So it's quite busy, and then youth falls within all of these sectors. You can't put youth on isolation, because they fall within sport, they fall in with culture. So it's quite I call it a vibe portfolio, alive. That it is busy. It takes a lot of your time. You need to support in terms of having meetings and see how we can. But it's a busy thing, but we get to do and change a lot of people's lives.
But I mean that's probably why your portfolio is so exciting, because you can actually see the change like immediately. Like if you do
Yeah.
a project, you can see it immediately.
Yes, and you get to experience the warmth of the people
Yeah,
that you
engage,
meet
yeah.
and engage with,
Yeah.
and that part for me is
Mm.
really crucial in having to do my job,
Mm.
because you need to build people's trust and you need to have a relationship,
Of course,
because
yeah.
these people won't go out of sport or they won't go out of the cultural
Correct.
spectrum or whatever. So you need to nurture that
Mm.
relationship as well, because it's crucial for us in
Mm.
terms of service delivery. So that for me it's key that
Okay.
we engage and establish relationships,
Mm.
but that we also go in long-term partnership
Mm.
as stakeholders as well.
Okay, but that's brilliant. So what are your what's up your sleeve? What's the plans? So what new projects do you have for the community, youth, cultural, art?
The municipality have their own program in terms of what they do for
Okay.
the youth, and we trying to change that, trying to take
Mm.
it away from the conventional stuff that we
Yeah.
have, taking it to the community and planning in terms of that. So there has been changes in the program and also how we approach
Mm.
certain things. I
Mm.
think because me being a
Mm.
younger person
Correct, yeah.
and bringing that into my portfolio.
And I mean,
has
you can
changed.
see it with your social media presence. It's like I think you're the only person. Okay, because I follow you, but
Yes.
you're very busy. I see you have meetings at 7 a.m. in the
Mm.
what the meeting greet 7 a.m. in the morning, which is brilliant.
Mm.
And then every weekend you're at a sport function or you have an art
Mm.
function. So how do you balance the work and family? Is the
Yes.
husband making food at night when you come in?
Yes, I think, and I want to talk about that because I do really have a good support system. My husband, and I value so much that he's so involved and
Yeah.
actually
No,
supporting
of
me
course.
in this. And also my family, my mother who
Mm.
has been sick now, she was diagnosed with
Mm.
cancer but she's now getting better, and
Yes.
also my sister, my brother. So we do have a
Mm.
tight relationship and we do support each other. And I can't do it without them,
Of course,
because also people in the community that really stick out their hands to help in
Mm.
terms of where I need to go. Or,
Nice.
Yeah, so you build relationships and people see
Mm.
what you are doing, and it's not because, and some people will think actually that they do get to go to all these nice
Yeah,
events and they
exactly.
are there and but they don't know why you are there.
Mm.
You need to engage with people
Mm.
to see what possible
Mm.
projects can
Mm.
come from that as
Mm.
well. And also you need to spend time because you need to be visible in your
Mm.
portfolio. So sometimes for me, going to a function is not necessarily the
Yeah,
big hype.
it's a
Because
work.
I would want to be at home with my babies
Yeah,
and
true.
with my husband and my family.
Mm,
But
true.
you need to balance that,
Yeah,
and
true.
it's not a bad thing. But yeah, the truth is people don't understand sometimes
Mm.
what it takes being a mother
Mm.
and having to juggle everything together.
Yeah.
So I respect women
Yeah.
that hustle hard and work hard, but also men.
Yeah.
But you just have that extra responsibility.
No, of course, and
so,
it's perfect that you have a support system because if you
Yeah.
didn't, there would have been a problem.
mm.
So what's Lauricia's 5-year plan? Does she want to become the mayor of Paarl?
No. People will think no, not really yet. But no, I don't have prospects on becoming
Okay.
the mayor. I'm actually fine. My prospect was actually just being a ward councillor so I can
Okay.
make a difference in my community, and being elected to be on the maker was added bonus. I
Mm.
didn't expect it being so young
Mm.
and
Mm.
everything. About local government, I did have excellent knowledge of how the processes work and everything, so I didn't struggle at the beginning to settle in. There was some new stuff, but yeah, it wasn't a struggle for me. 5-year plan, I'm a councillor for 5 years, so let's
Okay, of course, okay.
concentrate on that. So
Alright.
over the next elections in 2021, maybe things will change. I'm not sure, but I wouldn't. I would still want to be a ward councillor,
Yeah.
and then we will take it from there
Okay.
because the party is actually moving and they're changing, and they. So we focus on that. I'm just
Okay.
focused on my 5 years and doing a good job in Drakenstein.
Nice.
And
So
then
you don't have to
we'll see.
campaign so hard the second time. So
No,
people want to know the region.
that's why I'm working now, so I don't have to. I'm working myself to the bone, so people really need to feel the change and see the change. So
Okay.
if we go, service delivery is actually your best agent.
And I mean, the reason why you're probably enjoying it is because it's your passion. I mean, sport is your passion, youth is your passion, so the time
People,
probably
yes.
flies like that. Yeah?
People are, I love to work with people. I know that before I became a counselor, so that was actually just putting it into a goal or focused area. And I love people coming to my home at night when I'm done or over a weekend.
What if I'm working your hours? I chase him away.
No, but you see, that's where it gets to when you see actually what you do and how you help people. And that is sometimes difficult for my family to understand and my husband because he wants to have a sit back and relax time. But that is what makes all the difference. People sometimes didn't have that avenue, but now they can explore it and people can actually help. And sometimes our people is not informed on certain processes of the municipality and also how it relates to certain issues and also how policy guides us in terms of that. So for me it's really a learning curve. I'm still learning each day. So this journey has been so good to me as well as a person growing in terms of my experiences with people.
Cool. But Lauricia, firstly, thanks for coming to chat to me. Good luck with the next, how many 3 years left of your 5 years?
Yes, it's 3 years.
And I think from my side, I really implore what you're doing. It's awesome with the youth and the kids and bringing, I think you're just bringing a bit more excitement into the Drakenstein municipality, which is nice.
It's a bit of fresh air, because people also had this politics thing related to maybe older people. And the DA actually concentrated on bringing some fresh air into play.
Really
and it's working because I work with colleagues from different areas, Hermanus, Stellenbosch, and it's all over the Western Cape, actually nationally. And you can see the change and people coming together, and also to the party, the perspective of the youth, the agenda being driven as well, having established a federal committee and also federal leader for the youth. So there's things happening in terms of, and also for women. I'm a feminist, I'm a hard worker, I'm a woman, I'm a mother, so we do actually look after that as well.
You actually got the perfect portfolio to make a turn change, if you think of it.
Yes.
Work on the generations of the future. Madam, thanks so much. It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I was so nervous, but now I was here and I enjoyed it actually. So thank you for inviting me, Miles. And I must give it up to Miles. He's so brilliant and inviting all the people to your seat here, the hot seat I call it. But keep on doing what you're doing. You're actually giving us a picture into what Drakenstein and Paarl's people, or the whole Wellington, whatever people are about. And we can actually be a proud community of Drakenstein, and we are a city of excellence. I just need to say it. And we have excellent people living here. So and we are a beautiful city as well. People flock to this town. And
cool.
So keep on doing what you are doing. I was so excited because I know I was starting following the village guy. But I can't wait for the next post. Okay, this is going to be, and then I have to wait. But it's
the next post is your interview.
So I will be looking out for that. But thank you, Miles. You're also actually doing some great work, and we appreciate it. And you're doing it for free, your own time, your own space, and you don't get paid, but you're working in your own sphere. And I don't know what your plans are going nationally on TV.
No, keep it
having a daily show or whatever. But we will never know. But keep it up.
Thanks, madam. Thanks a lot for chatting to me.